Everybody thinks differently, and dyslexia is just one way that somebody thinks differently.
I am dyslexic, I am ADHD. It's part of my identity as much as anything else.
You're just as smart as anyone else, you just learn differently.
I think it's a power, not a curse anymore.
Hey, it's Lauren from Roadtrip Nation, and today we're talking about how to navigate a learning disability in college. But first, what is a learning disability? Learning disabilities or differences, also referred to as LDs, are brain-based disorders. They can affect a person's ability to receive, process, store, or even communicate information. You've probably heard of some of the most common learning disabilities like dyslexia, dysgraphia, and ADHD. But other common learning differences include dyscalculia, nonverbal learning disabilities, and auditory processing disorders. No matter where you fall on the spectrum of LDs, the prospect of college can feel a little daunting. But that's not to say you can't make college work for you. We met with people from all walks of life who are living with learning and attention issues and thriving. So here's what they had to say when it comes to navigating your learning disorder in a college setting. College campuses will vary in the resources that they provide, but no matter where you find yourself, you can always ask for accommodations. Whether that's extended deadlines on projects or asking for additional time on tests, getting comfortable asking for these accommodations is crucial for your success. And not just when it comes to school, but in life too. We get that it can be intimidating to talk to teachers and college professors you just met. Just remember, starting the conversation can help you find people who will actually have your back. And they might even help you figure out what direction you want to go with your studies.
Just tell the professor, hey, I have ADHD, so if I need accommodations, can I rely on you? Because if you have a good professor, they'll be like, yeah, of course. If they tell you no, pick another professor. Because why would you want to deal with a professor that can't even give you the leeway? They're human just like you are. So just ask them.
Advocating for yourself is super important. It's how we start to feel confident and in control of our lives. But having someone who can advocate for you can also make a huge difference. Whether that's working with a counselor or talking to a trusted mentor, having that one-on-one connection can help you open up and learn how to better navigate your learning differences or attention issues. And that way, you know you always have somebody in your corner.
I think that for many people with learning disabilities, what allows us to feel empowered about who we are generally comes from a relationship, a positive relationship that we have, someone that says it's okay to wave that LD flag, right? It's okay to shout it from the rooftops that you're different. And so for me, it was my college counselor.
If one-on-one support just isn't enough, it might be time to look for a school that's actually built with your needs in mind. Take Landmark College in Vermont, for example, a school built entirely around supporting students with learning disabilities. Being in that kind of supportive environment can make a huge difference when it comes to your school experiences. And it could be exactly what you need.
Landmark was like a breath of fresh air. Everyone there had the same struggles with school that I had. And it was just such a relief to kind of be in an environment where everyone was the same as me. It kind of took my self-discovery to a new level. Everyone has dyslexia, that's not a unique thing about you anymore. And I got to kind of think about what are the other things that make me special.
Everyone's brain works differently, and that's the beauty of all humankind. But for folks with a learning difference or attention issue, sometimes it takes a little shift in perspective to be able to access the same information as your peers. Personalizing your learning is a great way to tap into that access point, as it can help you work with your LD, not against it. Navigating an LD in college can be challenging, but every creative solution you explore to find out what works for you is just another opportunity to help you learn more about yourself.
If we look at things as like a learning experience, we can really reap the rewards of that. And I think it's important to define success on your own terms. Find out what's possible. Find out what kinds of things will people give you permission to do, like, you know, what they see your strengths as. And I think it's really about focusing on your strengths and your interests, right? Because that's where your superpowers are.
And at the end of the day, your learning difference doesn't define you. It's just one part of who you are.
It's not about learning to live with your ADHD or learning to live in spite of it. It's learning to thrive with it and to celebrate it.
No matter what anyone else says, you are in charge of your education. So ask for what you need, carve out systems of support, and take the time to figure out how to make the most of your college experience. Because an LD can't stop you from doing anything you want to accomplish in this world. It's once you embrace it that you're able to open up a whole new world of possibilities.
People in the LAI community, we are a freaking force to be reckoned with. There are so many of us out there, and we're this different thinking, accepting, empathetic, massive power force. The things that we could do if we all come together and using all these differences and being aware of what strengths we have, that's an incredible amount of energy and an incredible amount of power.
As always, make sure to like and subscribe to get more advice on finding the education and career path that's right for you.